It's time for a special episode of Happy Landings with your host, Jay Nowak.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now for today, I'd like to go ahead and get on into a lot of new material because I've really been thinking it forward. And for now, I like to talk about the fact that I've been watching pretty much too much Netflix. Because at this point, Netflix, as well as Hulu, Crackle, Disney Plus, and YouTube television, they all happen to really provide me with a lot of entertainment and the like. Not just for the fact that they have, supplied me with a very highly valuable source of different films and television shows to watch on a daily basis, but, it's definitely giving me a lot of time to at least recuperate during all these harsh times that we're going through with nCoV. And of course, all the people out there that happen to be talking about the virus now and all of its deaths and, the kind of precautions that we should be taking from now on based on keeping ourselves safe at all sorts. It's simply put, a catastrophe of a lifetime. But of course, we're going to pull through this. Our economy is going to pull through this. We as a nation are going to pull through, no matter the cost. But for now, we're pretty much just going through Shaun of the Dead style, by keeping ourselves locked up in our homes during a quarantine, possibly grabbing a pint to drink, and waiting until all of this blows over. But as for me, I'm pretty much not really a drinker of most alcohol out there, though I will in fact drink tons of water, tons of high nutrient based drinks such as some sugar-free juices and the like, sugar-free drinks in general, because I'm not going to be a type where I get diabetes at only 21, that's for sure. But pretty much focusing our attention away from that, going back to Netflix. I've been watching a lot of different films and shows on Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, Crackle, YouTube television, and others out there. A lot of films that I've been watching throughout the last couple of months would include Outbreak, Iron Fist, Togo, Around the World in 80 Days, 93 Days, which I'm currently watching at the moment, as well as The Cloverfield Paradox, and Goon, Train to Busan, and Minority Report, and a lot of other different films out there across all these platforms that I just mentioned. Of course, it's still going to continue going, but the main thing about it is that all these platforms are going to guarantee that I will, in fact, be as comfortable as possible with all these things that are going around. So another big thing that I probably should duly note everybody out there is that all these platforms are pretty much offering films that will pretty much go in line with this current pandemic. Such films out there like Outbreak and Contagion, they're both listed in the top 10 lists on Netflix. And as it turns out, when I watched Outbreak, it was listed at number 9 out of the best films on Netflix in America. That just goes to show that's such an underrated film from the mid-90s that talks about a viral spreading, which is very akin to what we have here 25 years later. It pretty much goes to show that 6 big-name actors, Dustin Hoffman, Cuba Gooding Jr., Donald Sutherland, Kevin Spacey, Rene Russo, and Morgan Freeman, they all happen to work together to find a solution, a possible cure to whatever kind of disease it is that anyone out there could be infected with. But as for the disease that we have here in 2020, nCoV, it may not be possible to find a potential cure for it. Not for a while. But we are getting some reports that there have been some animal testings of the virus itself, and a so-called drug that hasn't really been disclosed yet, to where the monkeys, as it turns out, they have managed to recover just fine. It's only a matter of time before human trials show us that this type of drug, regardless of what its name is, could be a potential antidote for this disease. This pandemic is surely able to come screeching to a halt at some point within the next year. Only time will tell what truly happens to it. But I'll still continue to watch Netflix, Hulu, and anything else that I could possibly see until all of this is completely over with. Along with some of the other stuff that I'll do on a daily basis. So I'm Jay Nowak. I'll be getting back to watching 93 Days, and I'll probably watch some other films on Netflix as well. This is Happy Landings. Take care, everybody.